Hey everyone. Hey, thank you for joining us today. We have a lot to cover. Thank you, Michaels, for having us, for Zebra Pen for sponsoring us today. We're going to be doing setting some intentions for the year. We're going to be planning using my favorite pens, My Eyeliners, and I'll introduce you to some other products as well. But My Eyeliners is an amazing tool to get your life in order, to plan, to dream, to aspire, to organize. So I hope that the ideas I give you today, you can take into your own lives. So feel free to use the chat. If you have any questions, put them in the chat room and I will be interrupted and asked whenever I said it was okay for anyone to interrupt the question. I have my outline. I won't here. Oh yes, the first thing I wanted to talk about is there is a Mildliner challenge. So with these pens, Zebra Pen USA is having a challenge for the next 7 weeks. It was an 8-week challenge. The first week was last week. The prompt was goals. We are asking people to use Mildliners in whatever area of artistic endeavors they have. It could be planning, it could be making a card, or in any way they use Mildliners, to post it on their Instagram using the hashtag Mildliner Challenge and tagging Zebra Pen, tagging them at ZebraPenUS_USA, and they will be automatically entered to win a prize package. There is one winner every week. The second week just started on Monday, so you can still join this week if you'd like to. The prompt for this week was calendar. So my submission was January, the calendar for January. Next week, it's wellness, then winter, then recipe, and I think there's creativity and color. It goes throughout the month of February. So you might as well follow Zebra Pen USA and look at their prompts and all the rules to enter. It's a great way to get involved and join the community of people who love Mildliners, who love to plan, who love to create. And I'm going to stress this over and over again. You don't have to be an artist to be creative. You don't have to have any talent at all. I don't consider myself a talented artist at all, but I am creative and I like to be creative. So this is a great way to do it. And planning is a great way to keep your creativity alive and still make it useful in your life and make it productive. I'm not saying that that's the goal of our lives, to be productive all the time, but it does help to get things done. So let's talk about their pens. If you're just new to Mildliner pens, they look like this. They're so aesthetically pleasing, and that's pretty much why I bought them. I didn't buy them because I liked them. I bought them because I thought they looked pretty. I had no idea that they were even double-sided. They're double-sided. They have one side that's a chiseled tip, and I just thought that's all it was. It was just a highlighter. But on the other side, we have a fine point tip. It's kind of like a felt tip pen, and that's just a label that I have on. Don't mind that. That's just a fine tip pen right there. So when you get a set of pens, they come in sets of 5. I'll show you the packages. They come like this, and there's 5 different color combinations. They have the warm color set, you can see here, refresh. This is the cool and refined set, the fluorescent set, and this is like reminiscent of the old 1980s highlighters. They're neon. And this is the friendly mild set. Now you can buy them in packs of 5 to see if you like them, or you can even buy them individually. That's what I love about Michaels. You can go into Michaels, even if you've never tried the pens, they have a little section where you can just try it with a little paper there. And you can just buy 1 or 2 or 3, whatever colors you like. So you're not really committing to the whole set right away. If you want to just try, see if you like it, I totally recommend doing that. Okay. So once you get your pens, let's say that you bought the whole collection because you love them, I would totally recommend making a swatching all your pens. And this goes with any markers that you buy. I separated it by the groups that they came in. The fluorescent, I made a swatch. Now you should use it on the paper that you're going to use it on. Let's say if you have a bullet journal or a notebook, you would do it at the beginning of the notebook, swatch your pens so you can see how the paper takes the pen, because the color might be different if you're using maybe a paper that has a different kind of like a color. Maybe it's a light pale blue, or maybe it's like a craft paper, whatever. You never know. So I like to swatch it on whatever paper I'm using. Usually it's white. There you go. And then I tried to get creative. And I made these little cute little designs I mean, not designed, I just drew the pen, and I thought that was a nice way to do it. So I have that too. And let's turn the camera over, around, down. Thank you. I'm gonna move my camera back so that we can see the desk area. Let's move this. I'm gonna move actually the whole desk. Does that work? There we go. All right, so I have an idea with swatching. Now, swatching is great. I love being able to see all the colors that I have in front of me, but sometimes I'm not the best with color coding, with making colors, color combinations. So I had this idea I'd like to share with you. I bought some Post-its on Amazon, white Post-its, very hard to find, but I did find them on Amazon. And what I did, I made swatches of all the My Eyeliners on Post-its. So I just took a Post-it and I cut them in half so that the adhesive side, so this side is just a regular piece of paper, and then I have the Post-it like this, and then I cut that into another square, and then each pen has a different square. That way I can easily take off the Post-its and see if any color combinations look well together, and say, that looks good together, or that doesn't, and I can move them around as I see fit. This has been amazing for me. And I just started this like 2-3 weeks ago, so I thought I'd share it with you guys today. It's a great way to get to see how colors work together without having to take out the pens all the time. It's just I'm a visual person, so I need to see how it looks like in front of me before doing it. So I love this, and I can already see, like here, all these just happen to look good together. So if I wanted to make a rainbow spread, that would be kind of cute. It's a different kind of bright color scheme. And that's not too typical rainbow. Anyway, thought I would share that. Moving on. So how do I use My Eyeliners to plan? I'm going to take a typical planner. Now, this works for all planners. Of course, you can use My Eyeliners in any planner you like. This is a happy planner just because I use Happy Planner, but frankly, it would work for anything. Now, this particular planner works with morning on the top, afternoon, and then evening. That's just the way I use it. Other people can use it a different way. That's just how I work. Now, a lot of people color code their markers. This one I labeled, I used to do it this way, work. So everything in red would be work. Everything with Girl Scouts, because I used to be the service unit manager for our council, for our area. So this was everything green was Girl Scouts. Anything for school, for my daughter's school, not my school, because I work, that would be work, because I'm a teacher. And then home, anything I needed to change the air filters, or I had a delivery coming, or recycling, that would go in blue for home. So that's an excellent way. You just put a label, take a label maker and tape these whatever labels you want to do on the colors that you have. And this is a great way to stay organized. I used to do this. I don't do it anymore, but this is what a lot of people, my life is completely different now, and you'll see it depends on what season you are in your life. If you're a college student, it's going to be a lot different. You can use subjects for different colors versus a housewife or a homemaker. Or someone who's just dealing with lots of kids at home, or someone who's retired, or someone who has a business. So it's going to be different for you. So decide what categories you'd like, and then you could color code if you wish. Another way to use My Eyeliners in your planning, and this is how I usually do it. I'll take whatever color, let's just start with green. If I have an event to go to, it will be a box. Planners love using boxes for things. They even have sticker books. If you're unfamiliar, the Happy Planner makes tons of books with boxes, and planners love to use these boxes for different events like this. I love stickers just as much as the next person, and I use them all the time, but I love using My Eyeliners to make my own boxes. So if I have to be somewhere, if it's in the morning, I'll make a little box. Let's just say I have a staff meeting at work in the morning before work. I'll just put a little line. If I have some things to do or a reminder, it will be just a line. Let's say I have 3 things to do in the morning. Or you can just use little tabs to make boxes like that. Write down what you need to do. And as you finish your tasks, you can check them off like this. Can you see? I'll put it closer to the camera. Okay, so you can either have a line, the whole thing is done. Or you can just put the little boxes. That's cute too. So if I had something that was going to take the entire afternoon afterwards, I can just, and I like to turn it over. And the good thing about these planners is I can take this page off so that the discs aren't in the way. And I get asked all the time, how do you make a straight line with the My Eyeline? Well, it takes a little bit of practice. You can practice on a piece of copy paper for a while to see how it goes. But the first thing is use one swipe the whole way. If you stop in the middle of it, you're going to get that line. You're going to get this little break in the line that's darker. And it's not pretty when you go, here, I'll finish it and you'll be able to see what I mean. You get this little break. See that little break in the line? That's unsightly. I don't like that. I'm not a perfectionist, but I still don't like that. So I just make sure I go the whole way. And I'll stop at the end, of course. And it doesn't seem to bother me so much when there's like that line at the end and in the middle. So in a way, I just want to keep it clean. And let's say I have some more things to go at the end, and then I can put another box for what's for dinner, if I wanted to meal plan for the month, for the week. So that's what a day might look like. Now, I would use another color for the next day just to differentiate the days, because if I'm doing the whole week like this, usually I plan on Sunday nights, so I would do the whole week, and I might leave room. I would have to leave room for things that come up, because things always come up unexpectedly, of course. But I can write the main things down. Say, I have something here. I may not have any to-dos yet, but I can at least write what I want or things I have to go to all together. So when you're finished with the week, I'm going to give you an example of what it might look like. A completed week. Let me find one here. Let's see. I know I have some examples of what a completed week might look like. Here's one. I use stickers too. And I also use them to, if I wanted to add, well, this is a grocery list using My Eyeliners. To make it cute, you just add a little sticker, make it rainbow. Actually, that's not it. That's just a to-do list, not a grocery list. There's one. Let's see. I wanted to show that something else I will show later. I know I had an example of what the whole week would look like. Doesn't seem to be here, but you get the idea. I'll show you what it'll come up during the rest of at one point during this class, so you'll be able to see it. This is another example of using My Eyeliners. So you can do it that way using blocks, or you can do time blocking. So this would be a way. I use one color every day, but you can definitely use like school for school, or if you're a college student, you can use a different color for each class. This works out great for that. If you have an hourly layout, this is perfect for that. You just write down, just block out the times that you're doing things, working out or work, or walking the dog, or lunch with somebody, whatever you have. And then what I like to put in each, this is just an organizational tip for me. I like to add in a power hour. Here's my power hour for this day. And a power hour is just where I don't look at my phone, and I have an hour where I try to get as much done as I can possible. And I just make it rush, rush, rush. Cleaning the bathroom, taking out the trash, all the little chores that you would put off, I put into 1 hour, do as much as I can. And after the hour is done, I can chill. But and that really helps me out from time to time when I see that I'm getting disorganized and when I'm not being productive. That really helps me get back into the swing of things. So that's another way to use My Eyeliners to be productive. Let's see. We did boxes, color coding, and highlighting is another way when you're doing your list, just to highlight with your markers when you're finished, instead of checking them off. A lot of people do that as well. So before I move on, there's another way. If you don't want to write in the boxes in your planner directly, if you're a little scared of that, some people are, you can use sticker paper. You're gonna have to excuse that. Sticker paper. This is a piece of sticker paper that you can buy a pack of sticker paper on Amazon. It's not very expensive. You can they call it sticker paper or adhesive, letter adhesive labels. They're 8x11 labels. So it's really basically sticker paper. I call it sticker paper. So you take a piece of sticker paper, and this is a punch. You can use a square punch. This is a punch that works well with the Happy Planner because the dimensions are the same, but you can just punch in like that. And then you can use whatever color you want and just outline it. Like so. I posted this idea a couple of months ago on my Instagram, and it was very, very popular. So it turns into a sticker, your own little box sticker, and then you can play around with color combinations as well, and just stick it in your planner. I always have a bunch with me. So here's the bunch, and I would take my planner out like so. There we go. And just play around with boxes. You can overlay them and use them as you wish. And you can use any color combination you want to match any kind of mood. In the winter, you can do hues of blue. It kind of looks cool. That's only if you want to be creative. That's not the most functional. This is not going to be the most functional planner, but it's kind of cute and looks fun. It looks fun. And it's always fun to look at something that's aesthetically pleasing. You're more likely to look at it. You're more likely to use it. And going one step further, if you have a hexagon punch, and you can buy all these kinds of punches, I'm pretty sure at Michael's. Here we go. I have a hexagon punch. So I did some hexagons, and you can have so much fun playing with hexagons too. So let's see. And you can just put as many as you want, or that's just an idea of how to be creative in your planner using My Eyeliners. Just an idea, not a new idea. I've been using it for a while, but moving on. Okay, so let me show you some more examples of using those punches, hexagon punches here. Let's see. I think this is the first one I wanted to show. Yeah, this is the hexagon, a hexagon spread using hexagons. And then we had one here. This is if you just wanted to use lines. This is just some boxes and lines. Here are some smaller hexagons, and you can combine them with stickers. There's no reason why you have to just stick with My Eyeliners. You can combine them with anything. There we go. Put that aside. And I have one more here. This spread also, you can also change the mood. So it doesn't always have to be like a whole bunch of colors. You can stick with 2 colors and get a completely different spread. So these are just, again, boxes and just boxes. And it got the job done. Just add a couple stickers and you're good to go. There you go. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about goal setting. Actually, we're not going to call it goals. We're going to call it intention setting. Have you noticed that not anybody has used the word resolution this year? And any social media, I have not heard the word, or on TV, resolutions at all. We're calling it intentions. I even heard the term resolutions. So I feel like we're heading away from this idea that everything has to be productive, that we can set an intention instead of a goal to not overwhelm us, to make sure that we're reflecting without stressing about it. And we're talking about our wellness more. So in your link, when you signed up, there was a link there for some templates. So you should have printed out, or hopefully you did, but if you didn't, that's okay. You can do it now. It will probably be in the description box or in the chat area. There should be a link. If you haven't done it, click on the link and you'll have access to these 2 templates. And if you can print it out, take a few minutes now to print them out. I would print this out. It's landscape mode. Make sure it comes out landscape mode, or you're just not going to have enough room to write. And this one comes out fine regularly. If you don't have it, it's just a circle with some lines about it, just some lines like this. Not hard. You can probably just write it out. And if you had stickers, you can always just put stickers for 2022 and excuse me, and draw out the banner. Don't be too worried if you can't print out the template. Okay, so before starting with this, I think it's a great idea, if you haven't already done this, to think about writing a personal statement. You know, when we have a business, you open a business, they have a mission statement. Well, we should also have a personal statement. And you can even have a statement for each part of your life, a statement for wellness, a statement for work, a statement for relationships. I have one for work that I put in the front of my teacher planner. And it said something like, to create an atmosphere of community and play where children can practice skills and increase their independence while making friends. I mean, something like this. It would be like a personal statement. And I would write it out, make it pretty. I unfortunately don't have that with me. It's at work in my teacher planner, but something like that, just to start thinking about what kind of intentions you want to have, because you can't make a goal if you don't know what you want. And figuring out what you want is probably the most important step. And hopefully you've thought about what you want over the year before starting this class, but we can talk about it and think about it now. We are going to talk about different categories. There's different boxes on this template. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different boxes or categories. Your categories can be work, travel, volunteer, recreation, social media, books you want to read, wellness, working out, faith, if you want to increase your faith, home life. So decide the categories that you want to do. And for the banner, I thought we can do the word of the year can go in this banner. My word of the year this year is consistency. Lots of word of the, if you've never heard of this has been started about, I think 10 years ago by Ali Edwards. We think of a word and it's the intention of the word that we think about throughout the year. You can put it on a bracelet or in the front of your planner, and it will guide you through decisions that you're going to make throughout the year. In 2020, my word was focus. Then I did mindfulness. Mindfulness was a great word. Try to be mindful of how you spend your time, the waste that you give off, how you go through relationships, just being mindful and present at work. So that was a great one for me. I loved mindfulness as a word. Other ideas could be recover, refresh, regroup, growth, joy. I've seen grace, improve, forward. Growth is a popular one I've seen a lot. If you have your word of the year, put it in the chat box. Let's see if you guys have already to have your word. Does everybody have a word? What's that say? Reclaim. That's a good one. Reclaim. I chose celebrate it. Celebrate. I love that one. Creativity, empowered. See, great. You all have your words. Purpose, courage. I love experiences, explore. These are all great words. Center, sparkle, balance, belief. Great. You guys are on it. I love that. All right. You guys have your words. So I'm just going to pencil in your word if you have a word. I don't write it in pen yet because we're going to be coloring our banner. And sometimes if you use pen and you don't wait enough, it's going to smear. We don't want it to smear. So I'm going to write just consistency, and hopefully I will spell it correctly. Just lightly to write it off. Then we're going to choose a color scheme. I was just doodling as I always do. And I think I'm going to choose the purple and yellow color scheme here. Also, I've been making some plaid things. So if you want to add some, this is a really easy way to add colors. So I think for my next couple of planner layouts, I might be adding some plaid. But anyway, that's just a side note. So I'm going to be using yellow and purple. Find 2 colors that you like to use, and remember it's going to be in your planner, and you can always change it. Like, you can print this out 100 times. Don't feel pressure to do it perfectly this time around, but we do want to do it today because we have this time together now. So let's just use and getting my yellow one, and I'm going to start coloring it. I got a question about how to color with My Eyeliners, and I thought it was a really good question. She was having trouble when she was making her line. It was like, you see how sometimes if you don't have your pressure consistent throughout the entire thing, it won't be even. So you really have to, when you're holding the pen, to hold it on its side or up like this, make sure the entire what do you call this, nib? The entire nib is on the sheet, and use even pressure throughout the nib, so you get the full length of the nib on your paper. Because if you color back and forth, you're going to get a lot of lines, and you'll be able to see each time that you go off I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. So I like to just go once each time. And I'm going to try to go under it without overlapping. And the yellow, frankly, it's easy because you don't see it that much anyway. If it overlaps, and if I have a little bit that's longer, I have to just turn the pen around. These little sections are going to be harder to do. You can go back and forth over if it's a little space, it doesn't really matter if you go back over. But for a large area, you want to be mindful of not going over the pen over and over again. So we've colored our banner. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky to color as well, the 2022. I'm just doing this now so you can think of your word, think of what your areas that you want to grow in. I'm just going to color in. Let's all do it together with your color combo. Just take your time, no rush. And I'll get little, here, you probably don't see in the screen. Little areas that I missed, you just go over with the tip. But you don't want to go over and over too much. I hope everyone's doing this with me. Don't just watch. And if you don't have this printed out, maybe you can just write in 2022 or use a stencil. I have my Cricut. I use my Cricut for this. I'll show you how I did this actually. I love my Cricut so much. I just got it for Black Friday, on Black Friday. And I just Cricuted the numbers and traced them. I have these numbers too in this style. So if you have a Cricut, you can do it that way if you didn't print it out. So just an idea. I'm going to go quickly finish coloring the rest, and then we're going to do some shadowing on those letters using the gray Mildliner. So I'm going to try to do the rest quickly so we can get through this because we have so much to do. I find it's really relaxing to use Mildliners. You should put a candle on, put some music. This should be a relaxing experience because we're reflecting on what we want. We're visualizing. It's very important to visualize everything that you want to achieve through the years. And more than just visualizing, you really have to believe that it's possible. If you do not believe that it's possible, it will not happen. Trust me. And I found so many areas of my life. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail here about that. Just know and trust me that visualization totally works. And that's why these goals, these things are great to write down because it's helping with visualizing. Anytime that you're reflecting, writing something down, and this includes journaling about the future, about how you want the future to be, it's going to help you achieve it. I'm not saying that there's no work behind it, but it helps you identify what you need to do to achieve those goals. So visualizing about it, writing down what you want will help you decide. It's just one good, I want to start a business. But then you have to think, if you don't visualize what you want to do, what you want to sell, how are you going to market your product? What steps do you need to take? Those are the things that come in when you start journaling and reflecting very intently on what you want. And you're also thinking about the why when you're making a personal statement. And the why is going to give you the motivation to actually do what you need to do to achieve that goal. I did not make that up, what I just said. That's from the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which I read a long, long, long time ago. And I took it out again from the library recently because I wanted to make a refresh. Okay, so my 2022 is done. I hope yours is too or close to it. What we're going to do now is I love a good shadowing effect. So Mildliner pens, if I didn't mention this before, since I didn't mention it before, also come in brush pens. It's not every color. 15 of the colors also come in a brush pen, which is the same thing. It has that other point, the same fine point, but it also comes with a brush. So I'm going to be using the brush pen to do a shadow effect. You can also use the gray, the regular gray. I would use the light gray Mildliner to do a shadow effect for things, and that works too. It's just easier to do it with a brush pen. I'm going to do it with a brush pen. Now, for everything that comes onto the right side, I'm just going to add 2 or 3 millimeters of gray. And you don't really see it on the camera, so I'm going to bring it up to the camera. Do you see the shadowing there? Here, I have another one where you see it better. Here, on this one right here, it's bigger. Do you see the, oh wait, no, yeah, it's this one. You kind of see the shadowing that I did here, but that's not what I wanted to show you. That's the wrong one. Here it is. I don't know if it's that much different, but you see the shadowing, how it makes a difference? Maybe you see that under this copy paper, so it's very thin. There you go. So that's the look that I'm trying to achieve using my eyeliners. And I do this every time there's lettering. I will use a little bit of shadowing on the right. You can also do it on the left, but you do have to be consistent about which side you choose. So I'm just going to quickly do that. It's a great way to make things pop. Every time you have a box, like if you're doing a bullet journal page, maybe we will get to it and I'll show you other examples. Okay, so we have our, you can't really see it on camera, can you? I'll pull it up close so you can see the shadowing. And then we have the boxes. If they're very faint, if you printed them out and they come very faint, I would go over it with either the gray Mildliner or, let's see, you can use, I'm using this pen. This is another pen that I love using, Click Art. It's like a felt tip pen. This is also made by Zebra Pen, and they do sell them at Michael's in a pack of 12. And I love the colors they have here. It's a Click Art. You can just click it and not have, there's no cap on it, and it doesn't dry out. So that's kind of cool. I love the black one, especially. I use them all the time. This is great for journaling. But I love, because A, it's really black and there's a lot of ink on it and it doesn't really bleed. So I put a little arrow and I'm going to just go over the lines. And it helps if you want your lines to be straight. You can use a ruler if you want. I'm not much of I don't like to take measurements and I don't like using rulers, but you can if you want to. But if you go quickly, you're a lot less likely to make a mistake. So I'm just going to go over all these. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to think about what categories I'm going to put in my little boxes. What am I going to work on? And you can color in the boxes if you want, or just leave them. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave them like this for now, because I see like time is going very quickly and I want to talk about a lot of different things. So I'm just going to finish this really quickly and I won't color them in. Actually, I'm going to write my word of the year with my felt tip pen while we're here. Mine is consistency, because I have a tendency to not finish projects that I start. Like I'll get really good at something and just before it becomes a habit, give up on it. So that's my word of the year. But I also have to be extra careful about what I commit to, because I have to know my limits. There we go. Okay, so that's how the bottom is. You see how it sort of pops when you add that darker marker. So if you're using my liners for this part, I would recommend the dark gray. That's this one over here. If not, you can use any color you want, any color scheme. I would use the fine point. It works the same way, the fine point of the Mildliner. I just wanted black for this. So I'm using this click art, but any color from your color scheme would work. I'm almost done. And I'm going to share with you the categories and my general goals, but I'm not going to get too specific because it's really about you. You don't need to know what my goals are. It's kind of personal. I do have some travel. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put, I do have some work intentions. It's not really a goal. It's more of an intention of something I want to work on. Consistent. Actually, at work, I'm going to try to be more consistent with my routines. So I'm going to write routines. And foster independence. Because I feel like the kids this year, since they've been, because of COVID, they're just lost. They just don't know how to do anything for themselves. So it's something that we are working on. I think at home, they get things done for them. They don't know how to put on their coat, tie their shoes, hang up their, so routine seems to be really, they really like their routine. So that's just an example. That's something that I'm going to work on at work. I'm going to use home as another example of a category. And I can write a personal statement on the back of all these. Let's see. Wellness is another. I'm going to put wellness as another category. And I'm going to put social media, since I am on social media, that is going to be a category. I want to be more consistent with my YouTube videos, which I have not been good about lately. So that's going to be, in general, that's what my goal is going to look like. Now, once you fill out all the little boxes, you can be really creative and do a theme like stars. I love stars. So I could put stars all over here, for example, just to make it cute. You can put flowers. You can put, like, if you're into books, you can put books all over it. Any kind of theme that you'd like. I love stars. I'll just use stars. And I love the yellow My Eyeliner because you can see it. It really pops. It's not a yellow that blends in. It's a good pop of yellow. You could see it. See, it's a bold yellow, which is why I like it. There's another shade of yellow that's pretty cool too, but this one's my favorite. Here, this is the other yellow. There's two My Eyeliner yellows. Actually, there's another. No, that's it. There's just two. See, it's the one that looks mustard here, but it doesn't come out mustard when you put it on the page. Anyway, so whatever, you could put hearts, you could put flowers, any kind of theme that you'd like. And if you go on Instagram and look up the hashtag Bujo or bullet journal, you'll see tons of different themes that you could put on to any of your pages. So once I have my little icons, I can also outline them slightly off edge so that it's not exactly so that the color isn't totally within, so it comes out a little bit. That's like a theme that you'll see a lot. That's a trendy thing that you see all over social media. Like all these artists are putting their outlines a little off center of what the coloring is, like on fonts too. Just being creative here. This is not really goal setting, of course. It's just making it cute. There you go. So that would be, there's another one here. And also I can add, if I wanted to, these little starbursts. I've been seeing these everywhere on all the Bujo pages. These little starbursts. You can also put stickers. You can put photos of things that you find of magazines into this that go around, anything that would inspire you. So I'm going to let you guys continue with that. And I'm going to move on and talk about the second part, the second template that I have. This is so cool. You guys, reading, as I said before, reading this book, everybody knows this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Maybe you've read it already, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, I totally recommend it. I'm rereading it and things are coming across that I kind of missed the first time. So my stepson and I were talking about it and he's the one who said, oh, you should read it again. So I read it again. This is part of the book. It's a circle and it's set into four different sections. On the top is everything that's urgent. On the bottom, everything that's not important. So when we schedule our time, every task that we do is going to fall into one of these categories. Either it's important and urgent, either it's not urgent and important, either it's not urgent and not important, and urgent and not important. I know it sounds like mumbo jumbo right now, but trust me, it's going to make sense. And I'm looking forward for, here it is. This is the one I completed already. I chose a color scheme and I colored in the different quadrants. You can think of your own color scheme to do and color them in using 4 different colors. And we're going to talk about what is in each quadrant. So what's important and urgent are things like crises, emergency. You have to drive someone to the airport. Someone has to go to the hospital or something. A deadline, last minute preparation, preps, pressing problems. Maybe your pipes just burst. Anything like that would be urgent and important. You have to take care of it right away. Then you have the not urgent and important. Now this is the most important because this is planning. What we're doing right now, we're planning our year, we're learning about planning. Planning is part of that. True recreation, relationship building, values clarification, which is kind of like writing a personal statement, and prevention, like exercising. You're preventing yourself from having a crisis and going to the hospital. Anything that's going to make your life easier in the long run is going to go into the not urgent but important category. It's things that you do to prevent things from happening, to making your life miserable, right? What is urgent and not important? All these emails that we get all these meetings that could have been emails, all interruptions, some phone calls, meetings, pressing matters, popular activities. In the book, they explain, and the book was written for people who are like business-minded people. So it's for people who have like a lot of meetings and like targets for sales targets and things like that. But you can put it into your life too, no matter where you are in your life. And that not urgent, not important things like scrolling on your phone, Netflix, social media, time wasters, escape activities, busy work, and trivial things. So those are all things in red. Now, I did a little exercise with myself. I color coded these first, and then I used this color code. And on one Friday, we had a snow day. So I decided to go about my day, and every day I used this is a page with just a daily schedule, this is the daily page to put in your planner. So everything that I did that day, I wrote down and I categorized it in one of these different categories. So if you look at it, I see a lot of red and a lot of blue. And interestingly enough, these are the things we're not supposed to be doing, things that are not important. So, oh my goodness, even though it was a snow day and it was kind of a day that I wasn't really doing anything anyway, there was no pressures, I really could have been more proactive in my time and do things that were more, that were going to help me in the long run instead of just texting in bed, being on the phone, watching Netflix, and just daily chores that I could have delegated and didn't have to do by myself because my daughter was still home. I could have delegated stuff to her. I didn't have to, could have asked my husband to walk the dog, things like this. I didn't have to do it all, to do the things that weren't necessary that I do. So the next day I said to myself, I was going to think about and be more mindful about how I spend my day. And I did the next day, I think it was 2 days later. It was Monday. So it was after the weekend, Monday, January 8th. Yep, there it is. I did it again. Now I left white. That was my work. That's my work. So I didn't know what category to put my work in. I mean, this whole system was made for people to use at work, basically. I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of like people who are, who need to schedule their day at work. So I really didn't know. I'm a teacher. Pretty much everything is a crisis. So I left it blank. And I don't really work more than 3 or 4 hours a day usually. So that's why it's not taking the whole day. So I did some chores in the morning, then I had work, and then I tried to be more productive and do things that were going to help me in the long run. I worked out that day that I hadn't in a long time. I prepped at school. I stayed after school and I prepped for the next day so I wouldn't be crazy. I had a lunch with a friend. I put that in relationship building category. And then I prepped for this class today. I did to make it easier so I wouldn't be crazy. I'd be 2 hours before the class. And I called my mom, that's relationship building. I posted a reel so that it's working for my social media. And then I did do some trivial activities, that's fine. But I felt like in general, I made so much progress because I was thinking about and using my time, and I used My Eyeliners to do it. So it helped me, I could use My Eyeliners and then look at my day and say, oh, I could see that this was a much more productive day. And productive, by productive, I mean more meaningful. It doesn't mean that I was working all the time. I had lunch with a friend. That was something I wanted to do. I wanted to work out. I wanted to post that reel. It's things that I want to do. It's not necessarily doing things that don't make me happy, but a lot of these things like working out is going to help me, stay healthy, and it's prepping yourself for a long and happy life. So I think it's a real tool. I would look at this right down here. You can take a screenshot, maybe I'll hold this up. Or I would really recommend the book because it goes into more details, but here, I'm trying to put it so you could see it. And you could take a screenshot or write down real quick what the different categories are. Basically, you want to do the things that are on the 2 top ones, and you want to avoid the things here. Now, the book kind of alluded that it was so easy just to delegate things. I know that moms just can't delegate changing diapers or delegate doing things, picking up their kids at school. But I mean, just to get thinking about how you can make your life easier with things, chores that you don't, that necessarily aren't important, but you do want to do, things like that. Anyway, do we have any questions before we moving on? Because I realize there's only like 10 or 15 minutes left. Please, what is the name of the book? Oh, I'll show it again. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This I got from the library, but you can buy it anywhere. There you go. It's a very popular book. I hear about it all the time. Oh, there's one more thing that I from the book that I totally think I should tell you. It's not really related to My Eyeliners, but I totally changed my whole way of looking at my day. 80%, 20% of effort gives you 80% of the results. For those people who feel like they have to do everything at 100%, you don't. If you concentrate on the most important 20%, you get 80% of the results. Now, me, who was always neglecting my YouTube channel, I thought, I'm always like avoiding posting because nothing's at 100%. And I thought, I don't need a cover page for my YouTube channel. I don't need to have it perfect. I don't need to perfectly edited. So why don't I just do what I can, the most important thing, which is the content, the 20% of the most important stuff. I work on that and I just let it go. And when I do a reel, I just try not to be 100%. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do what I can and post it and just let it go. And that has changed a lot for me. And it's just one little sentence. He doesn't even go and elaborate on that so much, but it has stuck with me. 20% of the effort, 80% of the results. And I think that applies to like cleaning too. If you just clean 20%, do the 20% of what's most important, then you're probably okay. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the book. Do we have any other questions? Let's see, Christine, someone asked if you write first or I always color first and write on top, if that's what you mean. I can't read exactly on, so if someone could say something, like I can't hear. I love my first.
Christine, I think they're wondering, I think they're wondering if you write and then highlight, or if you highlight and then write on top of it. I think that was the question.
Yes, I highlight and then write on top. I'm not going to say it smudges. If you wait, you usually don't have a problem, but I usually just write the My Eyeliners now. It's just a habit now to use the My Eyeliners first and then write on top of it. I very rarely would write and then highlight on top. I always write highlight. That's just the way it's just become a habit. But you probably could get away with writing first as long as you wait a couple minutes. Thank you. That was my question. Okay, good. Good. I got at least a question in there. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I talked about using Post-its. Oh, another idea for just being creative in your planner or journaling. I keep a notebook with me. I don't have it here, but every time I see something that inspires me, if I'm like in a clothing store and if there's a graphic tee that I like, I will take a picture of it. And when I get home, just sketch it in a design in my book, and all my ideas are in that book. And whenever I need an idea for a planner page or Bujo, a bullet journaling spread, I'll go to that book and just pick something out, even if it's something that I took a picture of 6 months ago, and I'll use it. So I like to have a little, it can be like a little notebook or big note. That's just something that I do. Not everybody is planning to be creative. Some people are planning to be functional, and that's really why we're supposed to be planning anyway. So I get that. But if you do want to be creative in your planner, and if you do like to be creative in different areas, I would totally suggest keeping a notebook and putting all ideas there. So as long as the ideas in the book, you don't have to worry about forgetting it. Because I get an idea and worry about, I'm gonna forget that great color combination, or I'm gonna forget that pattern that I wanted to repeat in my planner. I know for example, the other day I saw some tiles, and I thought, that would be such a good a page for a monthly spread. You write the month of the year and just have the tiles all around. So if you see in the near future a page, you'll know that yesterday I saw that tile, took a picture of it, and I said, that is going to be a cute little bullet journal page in the future, in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. Hi, Amy. How's Florida? Amy's from Tampa, right? She said, I love that idea. I'm so glad. Yeah. Anytime I walk into a store and I see a graphic tee or a tile or a billboard or something. Yes, you're Tampa Bay. So cool. We're freezing up here in New York. Any other questions? I think that kind of wraps it out. Do you have any other samples? What do you mean by samples? Like ideas? Like planner? Do I have any samples? You can go on my Instagram and see all my planner spreads at Twinkle Plans Your Day. If you'd like to show us your amazing creation, what amazing creation.
Christine, someone asked what sticky notes you were using, I think.
The Post-its. Yeah. I got these in a pack of like 5 or 6 on Amazon, and I love that they're white. I've never seen white, so I bought them with no intention of, like, I didn't know how I was going to use them. I bought them like 2 or 3 months ago, and the other day, and like 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to use these for swatches, and I really like that idea. And now I think I'm hooked on these. I have white Post-its now all over for this class, all over my wall. I love them. And for some reason, even though I love color, the white ones kind of like got to me. I'm a Post-it fan anyway, but I like the white ones, something you don't see often. And I like that I can use my eyeliners on them because it's a blank page.
I think it was actually, you know what, someone just clarified, it was the sticker paper they were asking about.
Oh yes, good idea. You know what, I'll show you. This is the brand that I use. However, someone just asked me, it's called Milk Coast. Someone just asked me about these, and I was not able to find this particular one on Amazon. So I just put another, I still have a lot. So I was going to put another order, but I decided that I had enough. I just bought one. It was so long ago. And look at how much I still have left. If you can find Milk Coast, maybe it's just, they have other, it's the same brand, but they have other ones like stickers that are just like, what do you call them? Like labels. They had like half labels, but I wanted the full sheet of labels. So this is a matte full sheet adhesive paper. Maybe you can find another brand, but if you write matte full sheet adhesive paper. So this is not going to be glossy in any way. This is just a matte sheet. I use it all the time to cover up mistakes. They're full sheet labels. I tried to find it the other day to link it in a YouTube video, and I couldn't find it. They had other ones, but maybe that'll change. That's just what I have. But I'm sure all the brands are the same. Like I wouldn't stick with just one brand of sticker paper. I'm sure they're all, the sticker paper is not that great. I like it, but it kind of ghosts. It's not like that thick. Some people may not like it because it's very thin. And when you put it on the page, sometimes you could see what was on it through the paper. It doesn't bother me, but it might bother some people. I know some of you especially, I know planners have a tendency to be perfectionists. I am not one myself, but how are those used? You mean the sticker paper? I use the sticker paper and I punch holes. I punched I can use it to cover up a mistake, just cut off a little piece. And I use it to make my own boxes when I'm planning. Here, I'll go get that smart again. When I'm planning, if I don't want to just write the eyeliner directly onto the page, if I'm worried about making a mistake, I can just use sticker paper that I punched out using a punch. This is a Happy Planner punch, but if you're using another type of planner, you might use another kind of punch. You can also cut them in half to get smaller squares, or I used a Hexagon punch, and I just use it to make different boxes. You know, planners love to use boxes for their different events and things. So that's just the way that I use them, the sticker paper. But I also use it to cover, if I was decorating this page, for example, and I wanted to cover where it said July, I could just cover this whole thing with sticker paper and just work with a blank space. But there you go. That's how I use my sticker paper. And I also printing my own boxes now with my Cricut. I'm kind of obsessed. So I'm also trying to make my own stickers with this sticker paper. Let's see, I saw a question pop up, but I didn't really see it. Anne Marie, did you get any questions down there? Because I saw there was a question, but it just left. It just disappeared.
People were asking for your Instagram, Twinkle Plans Her Day.
Twinkle Plans Her Day.
Yes, sorry about that.
I'm wondering why my desk, there we go. Oh, that whole time you could just.
Her YouTube too, that's a good point. Follow.
Oh, my YouTube is the same. It's Twinkle Plans Her Day. And I'm trying to be more consistent. Like I was trying to do twice a week, but right now it's just once a week. And I talk about planning all the time, about new products coming out. Talk about my life. So anyway, my stepson, who is a really successful, and he's always like obsessed with time management. It's kind of interesting. Was talking to me about this like a couple of months ago. I was like, oh my gosh, I could color code. I could color code how I spend my time and use this graph. So I'm really happy with it. It really helps me narrow down how I spend my time. Anyway, let's see. I got mine from Michael. Someone said they got theirs from Michael's. Cool. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. I'll stop now if there's not any other questions. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much. I had a great time with you guys today. And catch me on Instagram, catch me on Twinkle on YouTube. Thanks so much. Oh, I just hear my dog's coming back from her walk. So I can get back to my life, I guess. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.